found out that last play at the end of the half was actually a flagrant 1 foul against Robinson. That's why Sokol shot those free throws on a flagrant 1. So they say that Robinson accidentally hit a Cal State LA player in the face. That's why the flagrant 1 foul was called, and Sokol made the 2 free throws. As we start the second half, now Perry inside gets it over to Escobar, fakes the 3. He'll take the 3 himself, no good. So as I said, the Golden Eagles trying to get hot from long range like they did last week against both Cal State East Bay and Cal State Dominguez Hills. They made 9 threes in the second half in each game. They were 9 for 15 in the second half against Dominguez Hills and 9 for 14 in the second half against Cal State East Bay. As a loose ball foul there called quickly on Darius Mickens. So second foul on Mickens. So Napper is out there to start the second half for the Coyotes along with Mickens. And the same 5 that started the game for the Coyotes. For Cal State LA, they have the same 5 that started the game for them as well. Peyton Moore and Bell out there with Escobar, Sokol, and Jared Perry. As Escobar gets the ball on the weave, looking to drive on Napper, gets cut off. Underneath, kept the pivot foot underneath the Moore, throws up a wild shot, no good. Escobar gets the putback and puts it in after Perry kept it alive with a nice tip. So Perry kept that alive and Escobar finishes it. We'll see if Cal State LA can make a run here to start the second half and get back in the game. As a pullback 18-footer by Schuler is short. Oh, coming in for the rebounds, Mickens couldn't get it, but it's put up and in on the follow by Fofana. So the Coyotes doing the same thing Cal State LA did on the other end to get a basket, and now back to a 9-point lead. Now Peyton Moore gets off to Escobar. Now Bell looking to drive. Gets cut off, gets to Escobar. Escobar nowhere to go. All the way, forces his way in, but can't make the shot. Good defense there by Napper. And now in the front court, as Napper making a little symbol with his throat there, making the symbol there, cutting it off, as Mickens hits a 3. So Mickens hits a 3. Boy, I can tell from his demeanor on the court, Napper is quite arrogant, and he better watch out because he's already got a technical, and it may not take much for him to hit the showers here. He needs to rein that in a little as Perry gets it over to Escobar. Now Escobar gets over to Sokol, in low to Perry, and no basket there, but he is fouled. So Napper gets his second foul, and Perry will go to the free throw line. So Perry trying to knock down a free throw as he misses the first. Perry missed 2 in the first half. He kind of has a hitch in that free throw. I don't know if we've seen that before, as Jaden Lazo will quickly come back in for Escobar. So Perry looking to get 1 here and cut the deficit to 11. And he does make the free throw. So Perry gets his 3rd point, makes it 44-33. Just over 2 minutes played in this second half. Now Napper guarded by Perry, and Robinson got pushed inside. So that'll be a foul on Lazo. So 3rd foul on Lazo. Of course, Perry already has 3 fouls. So we'll see if the officials called as tightly as they did in the first half. There were a lot of whistles and a lot of free throws. Slowed the pace to a crawl as Robinson underneath hits the bottom of the basket there, but gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. So we'll see who gets the foul there. That would have been a big call if it was on Perry, but it's on Bell instead, his 3rd. So now Bell has 3 fouls. Fouls are starting to mount here as a drive inside by Schuler, and they're going to call a foul on Bell right there. So I think Bell just got his 4th foul. He did. So that'll be free throws. 3rd team foul already, and Schuler going back to the free throw line. So Bell will have to come out of the game here. Deuce Walker getting ready to check back in. And more free throws for the Coyotes, as that free throw is long by Schuler. He was 2 for 2 in the first half. For the Coyotes, just their 3rd miss from the free throw line in the game, as Walker does come in to replace Bell. So figures we won't see Bell for a while. That really hurts Cal State LA on offense, as that free throw is good by Schuler. So now in the front court, Sokol gets cut off. Peyton Moore gets it instead. Moore nowhere to go, gets double teamed, throws off to Walker. Walker underneath tries to throw it up, but hits the bottom of the basket. And Robinson with the rebound. Now up ahead. Lazo gets knocked. Yeah, thanks. We apologize for the technical difficulties there. The Golden Eagles trailing now 51-33 as we go to immediate timeout. 15:51 remaining in this second half. Cal State San Bernardino with an 18-point lead over Cal State LA. This is Cal State LA men's basketball on the CCAA network. $15:52 remaining in the second half. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We had a little problem with the live stream here where it went out for a minute or two, but we got it back thankfully pretty quickly. So everything should be all good now. As the Coyotes scored 6 straight points, they're up 51-33. As after that immediate timeout, the Golden Eagles will inbound the ball. Now Escobar gets over to Sokol out there. Deuce Walker, Peyton Moore, and Kaiwan Kennedy. Now Kennedy gets over to Sokol on the weave. Sokol on the drive. Running 8-footer, no good. So Sokol still has not made a basket. All of his points from the free throw line. Now quickly the other way, Eddie Davis in the game. Gets off to Cedric Altman. Altman in the corner. Give and go. Coyotes unselfish with it inside, and Robinson commits the foul on Robinson, pardon me, inside. He has the ball. So Kennedy gets his second foul. That's already the 15th foul on Cal State LA. 15:25 remaining in this second half. Coyotes have 14 fouls. So Sokol gets bumped there in the basket by Robinson. So Robinson with the basket, and just like that, the lead is up to 20. Biggest of the game for the Coyotes. So Cal State LA able to hang with the Coyotes in the first half, but boy, they've really turned it up here in this second half. They turned up the physical play as well. As nice pass underneath to Escobar, who puts it up and puts it in. So Escobar with his second basket of the half makes it an 18-point game. And Napper in the front court. Napper with only 5 points in the game. Now inside Schuler, kicks in the corner, open three-pointer, in and out. Kennedy high for the rebound. That missed by Eddie Davis. Now up head to Walker. Walker looking up to Escobar, can't get it to him. Now they get it to him. Now over to Kennedy, swung around the perimeter. Sokol fakes the three and gets a 16-footer wide open, sit in and out. Tough luck there. That's kind of shooting day it's been for Cal State LA. As Sokol not able to get the open look down. Now hesitation dribble, pull up 18-footer by Schuler. That's no good. Peyton Moore high for the rebound. Cal State LA looking to push 3-on-2. Gets it to Sokol. He'll get an open three. He'll make this, won't he? Yes, he will. Three-pointer by Sokol. So that's Sokol's first basket of the game right there in transition. Makes it 53-38. So the Golden Eagles have 5 points here. Trying to get this one back as that's thrown away. Sokol gets it. Escobar one-on-one with Napper. And Napper reaches in, takes it away. What a defensive play there by Napper. Looked like Escobar had a layup. And Robinson puts it on the other end and puts it up and in. Oh, what a 4-point swing there. That's huge. As Napper with the great defensive play. And Robinson finishes it off. Now Moore on the drive, kicks in the corner. Kennedy, he's wide open for three. In and out. Another shot goes in and out for Cal State LA. Boy, unbelievable how tough a luck they've had shooting in this game, although the Coyotes' defense has been exceptional as well. You can't not mention that. And that's a double negative. As that shot way long, Escobar with the rebound. Now in the corner, gets knocked away and somehow saved by Napper, and then tightrope there by Davis to save it as well. Wow. A lob hits the basket, and we have this frenetic pace once again as Moore gets it to Sokol. He'll pull up for a contested high arcing three. That was over Robinson, no good. So that one was not open, unlike his previous one. And the Coyotes will slow things down here as they get it in low. Shot rejected by Kennedy from behind. Great play. But it gets back underneath to Davis. Davis to Robinson. Robinson lays it up and in. And Andy Newman's going to call timeout. So Robinson able to get that one after a bit of a scramble play. And with 12:36 remaining, Cal State LA once again trails by 19 as the score 57-36. We'll be right back here on the CCAA Network. .12:36 remaining. Cal State LA trailing by 19. Well, when these teams met earlier this year, the Coyotes got up to a big start. They led 21-5 in that game. They led by as many as 22 points in the first half and 23 in the second half. Of course, Cal State LA made a big run in the second half to cut it down to 8, 86-78, but that was as close as they got as they ended up losing the game, as I mentioned, 95-84. This game very different. Golden Eagles in the game the entire first half. Just struggled mightily offensively. But the Coyotes have really turned it on in the second half as Kennedy misses that turnaround shot. Coyotes finding their offense, and Cal State LA still struggling as Napper pulled, or pardon me, that's Hardy. So Hardy pulls up and knocks down the three. He has 11 points, and it's up to a 22-point lead for the Coyotes. Biggest of the game as a jump stop there by Moore off to Bell. So Shane Bell back in the game with those 4 fouls. Jim Sy can't wait any longer as Sokol scoops that up and in. Nifty shot there by Sokol. Tough scoop shot. He's up to 15 points. Now that one thrown over the head and taken away as too tall for Fofana. Now in the front court, Peyton Moore, one-on-one. Behind the back pass to Sokol, over to Moore. He'll take that straightaway three that's open, but it barely hits the front of the rim. Golden Eagles have to be a little tired here with this pace in the second half. It's been frenetic as Bell picks the pocket of Davis, and he will lay it in easily as you please. So Shane Bell, great defense there. His first basket of the second half, and puts it down to 18. As the Coyotes have it with Napper. Oh, great crossover move. Inside, lays it up and lays it in. Napper went right around Shane Bell. That's his first basket of the second half. He has 7 points, and the lead's up to 20 for the Coyotes. Couple subs getting ready to check in for Cal State LA. I believe there would be a media timeout on this next stoppage as Caden Rashid back in the game has the ball. Nice spin move all the way underneath. Lays it up and lays it in. So Rashid with his first basket of the game. And that makes it down to 18 once again. As a bullet pass there. Now Hardy trying to drive on Sokol. Drives around instead. Wild shot, no good. Rashid gets the rebound away from Davis. Golden Eagles push it ahead. Sokol gets it over. Kaiwan Kennedy wide open for three. That's long. Oh my, almost an air ball. Barely at the backboard. So Kennedy with all kinds of room there. And it's safe to say the Golden Eagles do not have the same three-point touch they did last week in the second half, as they've had a couple of open threes they've not been able to make. As that one taken away by Rashid. Now Bell, one-on-one, he'll get it to Sokol. Sokol will pull up for that three, and he hits it. And that results in a timeout there by Jim Saya. So Sokol in transition. That's modern-day basketball. As Rashid gave him the ball, and he knocks down the three. Takes us to a timeout. 9:54 remaining in the second half. Cal State LA trailing 62-47 here on the CCAA Network. Nine 54, remaining in this second half. Michael Emmons back here at University Gym. Cal State LA trailing 62-47. Although Alexander Sokol hitting that three-pointer for the Golden Eagles, just their fifth made three of the game. 5 of 19 from the field. They're still 13 of 50 overall, 26%. Coyotes up to 40%. The first half was, boy, a physical slugfest, if you will. And this second half has been a frenetic up and down wild game, much more the way the Coyotes want to play. Their pace. It's been a kind of undisciplined back and forth contest in the second half, but that's where San Bernardino excels. As that one underneath Robinson gets the loose ball. Now out to Darius Mickens for three. He's open and he hits it. So Mickens with the big answer out of the timeout. Mickens having a big second half. He's got 10 points in the half. All 10 of his points. And puts it back up to 18. Deuce Walker out there with Shane Bell, Jared Perry, Alexander Sokol, and Caden Rashid. As that one knocked away by Mickens. And goes out to Fofana. Now the Coyotes looking for early transition again. And they'll have to back things out. As on the drive. Now, boy, around the world there, Schuler gets it taken away. And up ahead is Bell. Second time Bell's at an easy basket. And he will calmly lay it in. So Shane Bell off the turnover there, leaks out and gets it. And that makes it a 16-point game. So that's one area the Coyotes are susceptible in transition off of turnovers, clearly. Cal State LA's had that a couple times, a man leak out for a layup all by themselves. Now that shot is no good by Fofana. Knocked it out of bounds and will go to the Gold Eagles. So still 8.5 minutes remaining here. It's a 16-point game. Golden Eagles, though, are probably going to have to knock down a couple threes if they want to think about getting back in this one. As in the front court, Perry gets off to Sokol. Now Deuce Walker gets over to Perry. Rashid on the weave. And an offensive foul, so they say Perry didn't stay set on that screen. That's a big call. It's a fourth foul on Perry. So 3 Golden Eagles have 4 fouls now. Perry, along with Shane Bell and Jaden Lazo. That's a 16 foul, by the way. So the Coyotes will be in the bonus the last 8+ minutes. Coyotes have 14 fouls. And now a foul there. So a call the other way. Goes against Robinson inside. So that's a 4th foul on Robinson. He's the first Coyote with 4 fouls. As Mickens checks back in, Robinson will go to the bench. Coyotes, though, not nearly in the foul trouble Cal State LA is in. Robinson, the only player with 4 fouls. Altman has 3. No one else has more than 2. For Cal State LA, they have a host of players in foul trouble. 3 players with 4 fouls. As Bell, layup there, no good. Rebound off to Napper. So that was a tough attempt there by Bell. Mickens calling for it on the far side, but Schuler will step back for three. Instead, it's an air ball and goes out of bounds. It's saved to Bell, who stepped out of bounds and lost it. And it'll go to the Coyotes. What a tough break there for Shane Bell, as the ball was saved in bounds, but he was standing out of bounds. So that'll take us to the media timeout. 7:50 remaining in this second half. Cal State LA still trailing 65-49. This is Cal State LA men's basketball on the CCAA network. $7:50 remaining in this second half. Cal State LA trailing by 16. As the Golden Eagles still only shoot about 35% for the game. And the ball inbound to Napper quickly into Eddie Davis, who puts it up and in. So Cal State LA falling asleep on the inbounds there. Davis takes advantage of it. Now Perry in the front court. Gets over to Escobar. Escobar on the weave off to Rashid. So Rashid back out there along with Sokol. And now Perry post up on Davis. Gets it out, and it goes through two players and out of bounds. So miscommunication there. We'll give the ball back to the Coyotes. So 7.5 minutes remaining. And Napper in the front court with Mickens. Out there Fofana and Schuler, along with Eddie Davis. So 4 starters and Davis, who has been a starter. Now Fofana pulls up for 3. That's no good. Perry high for the rebound. Golden Eagles looking to push ahead quickly as Escobar gets the handoff. Now Rashid off to Escobar. In the corner, Bell pulls up for a quick 3. That's way off. Escobar saves it, though. Bell up and under. Wild layup. Almost made it. Perry gets the loose ball. Then gets it knocked away. Goes down to the floor. And, that's a tough break. They look like they're going to call foul on Perry. If that is, that's his 5th. As the player was, Perry was on the ground. And Mickens kind of got bumped. But Perry had his back to him. But that's a tough call if that's on Perry, because that would foul him out of the game with 6:53 remaining. And that's a 5th foul on Perry. So a really tough way to get a 5th foul, as Perry wasn't even looking at Mickens and just happened to fall down and bump Mickens when he went to the ground. So Perry is done for the night. That really hurts Cal State LA up front there. One big man. So Perry leaves in 21 minutes. He had 3 points, 6 rebounds. He also had 4 blocks. 1 for 4 from the field, only 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And that'll be free throws as well, as if things weren't bad enough. So that will send Mickens to the line. So the Golden Eagles have no choice but to go small here. They'll bring Kaiwan Kennedy in. Mickens, this is his first free throws of the night. So Mickens missed the front of the 1-1. Sokol goes after it, but Mickens knocks it out of bounds. So it'll go back to Cal State LA. So now Shane Bell will bring it to the front court. Bell kicks it in the corner to Kennedy. Now Rashid looking to drive. Pull up, fall away 12-footer. Nice shot by Rashid. So Rashid gets his second basket, both in the second half. Cuts it to 16. But the Golden Eagles not able to get much closer. They got within 15 a little while ago, but the Coyotes had an immediate answer. Now unloaded Davis on Escobar. A little 5-foot turnaround is good. So Davis gets another basket. Puts it back to 18. Now Rashid fakes the three. On the drive, nowhere to go. Fall away 12-footer is no good, but he is fouled by Napper. So Napper a little too aggressive there, picks up his third foul. So that's actually the fourth foul on Napper. Remember, he had that technical earlier, which counted as a personal. So that'll send Caden Rashid to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first free throw. Rashid 0 for 2 at the line this year. Coming into the game, he hasn't had many opportunities. Just coming back. And he makes that as well. So those 2 free throws by Rashid. 6 points all in the second half. Make it a 16-point game once again. Nice pass into Davis, who blows the layup. That was a great pass. Davis behind the play. Golden Eagles have a man advantage as Bell, had a lane, didn't take it to the basket. Escobar pulls up for a three, and he hits it. So Dominic Escobar, there's one of those threes Golden Eagles may need. And it gets it down to 13, 69-56. Still plenty of time left as Napper gets it over to Schuler. Schuler inside, thrown away. Escobar gets it. Ahead of the play, Shane Bell once again. And Shane Bell will throw it down with 2 hands. And Andy Newman's going to call timeout. So Cal State LA making a bit of a run here. As once again, Shane Bell leaking out for that layup. We'll take the timeout as well. 5:34 remaining. Golden Eagles down by 11 on the CCAA network. As the ball inbounded and the Coyotes are bringing it to the front court. Napper out there once again. Robinson back in the game. Robinson had been out as Schuler gets in the corner to Mickens. Mickens drives on Escobar, now kicks it out. Schuler for an open three. That's long and wide. Sokol's trying to chase it down and goes out of bounds. Knocked out by the Coyotes. And it'll go to Cal State LA. That was Davis that knocked it out. Golden Eagles have Kaiwan Kennedy out there with Shane Bell, Caden Rashid, Dominic Escobar, and Alexander Sokol. As Bell looking to drive, and he gets fouled. So that's only a 16th foul, I believe. So Schuler picks up his third foul. And no, it's the 7th, so it's a 1-and-1. So Shane Bell will go to the free throw line here, looking to cut into this deficit. And that one no good. Oh, a big miss there by Bell. As the Golden Eagles had an opportunity to get closer. And now inside Robinson, nice pass from Napper. Lays it up and in. So Robinson back in the game. Scores and has 17 points. Now Rashid. Fakes a drive, gets cut off to Sokol. Sokol throws it cross court to Kennedy. I don't know how he saw Kennedy. Now Rashid. Cut off there. Nowhere to go. Trying to get to Escobar. Instead gets out to Bell. Bell up to Sokol. Left open and no shot. Offensive foul. So an illegal screen. And that's on Bell. And I believe Bell just fouled out. So that's a huge play there. Now Shane Bell fouls out with 4:36 left. So the Golden Eagles, they have this increased depth, but it is thinning quickly. Bell in 28 minutes had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. He also had 6 turnovers, though. 5 of 12 from the field. So the second Cal State LA player to foul out. That is a really tough break for the Golden Eagles, as they just got Bell back tonight, of course. So now the Golden Eagles don't have Perry or Bell. As on the drive here, Walker has to come in. That shot no good. Robinson gets the rebound. And they're going to call a loose ball foul. So the foul there on Kennedy. Third foul on Kennedy. That'll be a 1-and-1. That's the 19th foul on Cal State LA. So Robinson will go to the free throw line. So Robinson, we mentioned 57% from the line. And that one rolls in. Robinson with 9 points in the second half, just behind Darius Mickens, who has 10 points all in the second half. Robinson having a big game, up to 18 points. Of course, he had a big game in the Coyotes' last game as well, as that one rolls around no good. And Kennedy able to get the rebound. So now Walker in the front court gets up to Sokol in the corner. Sokol drives inside, kicks it over, but is deflected and thrown away. Sokol got into no man's land there. Davis shot rejected out of bounds nicely by Escobar. It'll stay with the Coyotes. 25 on the shot clock. We're about to go under 4 minutes here in this second half. Cal State LA still trailing by 14. So Robinson against Kennedy. Oh, inside runs into Kennedy. Offensive foul. Absolutely. Boy, he threw his elbow into Kennedy. And I think that's it for Robinson. That's his 5th foul. So first player for the Coyotes to foul out. So Robinson leaves for the Coyotes. So he leaves the game with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Big double-double. But that's a big loss. Now Rashid gets it to Sokol on the weave. Little contact there. Follow-away 17-footer is good by Sokol. Tough shot by Sokol. He has got it going in the second half. 10 points in the second half, 20 for the game. That makes it a 12-point game. Of course, when these two teams met in San Bernardino, they had an altercation at the end of the game. Benches cleared, and it really apparently got bad, but it's been physical tonight as well. Luckily, nothing's got completely out of hand, but the officials, I'm certainly aware of that. What happened in San Bernardino is that shot no good. Now the ball kicked out and around. Now Hardy back in the game. So Hardy, who came in for Robinson, hesitation dribble underneath, reverse layup, no good. Boy, that was some shot just to get it off. Now in the front court, Kywan Kennedy gets this off, swung around the perimeter. Now Sokol pulls up for a big three. He knocks it down. So Sokol with the three. Jim Saya is going to call timeout. So Sokol really has got it going here in the second half. And what do you know? It's a 9-point game as we have a timeout on the floor. So 2:50 remaining. Cal State LA trailing by 9 here on the CCAA network. .250 remaining in this second half. Cal State LA trying to get it going from long range, but they've only knocked down 4 3-pointers in this second half compared to the 9 they knocked down in each second half last week. Golden Eagles, though, thanks to Alexander Sokol, down 9. Sokol matching his season high with that 3. He's got 23 points now, which is the total he had on Saturday against Cal State East Bay. So Deuce Walker out there with Kaiwan Kennedy, Caden Rashid, Dominic Escobar, and Alexander Sokol. As the Golden Eagles having no choice but to go small here, with Jared Perry fouling out of the game earlier, and Shane Bell also fouling out. Robinson fouled out for the Coyotes. As out near half court, Napper guarded by Walker. So Walker staying attached. Coyotes running the time down here. Something they don't usually do is Napper all the way, and he draws the foul. So Kennedy picks up his third foul. And that will send Napper to the free throw line. So he said Napper, the Coyotes' best free throw shooter. He only has 7 points in the game, though. He was really taken out of the game by that early technical, as that free throw is good. Andy Newman not playing him the remainder of that first half after that happened. So he has not gotten his normal minutes. As Hardy in the game, Darius Mickens now goes in the free throw lane. So 10-point game here. Napper looking to make it 11. Napper, who started his career at West Virginia. He played a couple of years at West Virginia. Didn't get much playing time, though. He's from West Virginia. Makes the free throw. Then he transferred to Eastern Kentucky and eventually ended up at Cal State San Bernardino, as he now lives in Ontario. As Rashid gets off to Escobar. Now off to Kennedy. Kennedy gets over to Deuce Walker. Now Escobar. Back to Walker. Golden Eagles can't take a long time here. But that's what they're doing, as Walker nowhere to go. Gets up to Escobar. Back to Walker. Pulls up for an 18-footer. Way short and air ball. Mickens with the rebound. So outstanding defense there by the Coyotes. Cal State just had nothing to look at there. And now Mickens will slow it down as we're under 2 minutes remaining in this second half. Now Napper will slow it down. The Golden Eagles choosing not to foul. At least not yet. Now Mickens drives, kicks in the corner, swung around, 6 on the shot clock. Now swung to Mickens. Mickens, big Euro step, puts it up, and it rolls out. And offensive interference, I believe. So that'll give it back to Cal State LA, as player for the Coyotes grabbed the net while the ball was still up there, and that's why the call was made. So that gives it back to Cal State LA. And Walker will bring it to the front court. Clock wasn't running, so that's why the official's stopping the game, as the game clock a little slow to start there. So the Golden Eagles will inbound it with exactly 90 seconds remaining. Actually, they put it down to 129 now. Now Escobar gets it off. Now Sokol. Sokol around the back dribble off to Walker. Now Kennedy. Inside, underneath, little 3-foot floater is good. Nice shot there by Kennedy. His first basket of the second half, he has 7. It's a 9-point game. Just a minute 10 left. Don't think the Golden Eagles can afford here. Just let the time run down. They at least have to trap, but they're not doing that right now, as Napper just allowed to dribble it out here at half court. Now Justin Collins in the game, as that one knocked away out of bounds, will stay with the Coyotes. So Jim Saya going with Collins, making a rare appearance. 54 seconds left. This ball inbounded. Now driving inside. Little scoop shot is good by Davis. That is a nifty shot by Davis. And that may finally do it here, as Kennedy gets it over to Escobar. Escobar on the weave. Fall away, tough 17-footer. That's long. Rebound off to Napper. And now the shot clock's only about 6 seconds ahead of the game clock. And I don't think the Golden Eagles are going to foul here, down 11. So Napper can almost run this all the way down. And Cal State LA with a valiant effort here against the 12th ranked team in the country. Team that's only lost twice this year, but it's going to come up a little short, as the Golden Eagles were really stymied by this Cal State San Bernardino defense. Who'd have thunk it'd be defense that would win the game? Coyotes being held under their season average by quite a bit, as Hardy pulls up for 3 to beat the clock, and he hits it. So Hardy with that 3-pointer. Last scoring in the game. And now with 2